this tutorial, I'll show you how to play 1,000 Years by Christina Perri. If you're learning this for a wedding, a performance, or another special occasion, I've arranged this accompaniment to be as easy to learn as possible while staying true to the original recording. Here's middle C for reference. And we'll learn the accompaniment in the original key of B flat major, which has B flat and E flat. We'll start with the left hand for the intro with B flat for B flat major, A for F over A, G for G minor 7, and F for F major. So the left hand is just moving down from B flat to A to G and to F. On the right hand, while playing B flat on the left, we have F, B flat, and D on the right. For A major, we have F, A, and C played together on the right. For G minor 7, we have F, B flat, and D played together on the right. And for F major, we have F, A, and C played together on the right. An easy way to remember this is to see that your right hand is alternating between these two shapes, F, B flat, and D, and F, A, and C. So we have shape 1 and shape 2, shape 1 and shape 2. With hands together, we have B flat major, F over A, G minor 7, and F major. For rhythm, we'll pulse our right hand for every quarter beat. With timing, we have B flat major, F over A, G minor 7, and F major. Our next chord is E flat major, with E flat on the left, and E flat, G, and B flat played together on the right, or G, B flat, and E flat played together on the right. Next is B flat over F, with F on the left, and F, B flat, and D played together on the right. And we end with F major, with F on the left, and F, A, and C played together on the right. So that's B flat over F and F major. Our chords are B flat, F over A, G minor 7, F major, E flat major, B flat over F, and F major. With timing, we'll pulse our right hand for the duration of each chord. B flat major, F over A, G minor 7, F major, E flat major, B flat over F, and F major. To play the accompaniment closer to the studio recording, we'll play the chords until we reach E flat major chord. On the last quarter beat, play a single B flat note on the right hand, and plays the rest of the chord progression. So we have B flat major, F over A, G minor 7, F major, E flat major chord, B flat note on the right hand, B flat over F chord, and F major chord. Then we'll play B flat, A, and F on the right hand as we enter the first verse, with the first chord being E flat major. For the verse sections, we'll be using some of the same chords, but we'll be playing in different inversions so that it sounds closer to the studio recording. We'll cover the left hand first, with E flat for E flat major, D for B flat over D, and G for G minor 7. So that's E flat, D, and G. On the right hand, for E flat major, we have E flat, G, and B flat played together on the right. For B flat over D, we have D, F, and B flat played together on the right. We'll make it easy for G minor 7 by keeping the right hand notes the same. With hands together, we have E flat major, B flat over D, and G minor 7. The next chord is F over A, with A on the left, and C, F, and A played together on the right. Next is B flat major, with B flat on the left, and D, F, and B flat played together on the right. So that's E flat major, B flat over D, G minor 7, F over A, and B flat major. Here's the timing of that chord progression. E flat major, B flat over D, G minor 7, F over A, and B flat major. And we'll repeat the chord progression again. Next is C minor 7, with C on the left, and C, E flat, G, and B flat played together on the right. Then we have G minor, with G on the left, and D, G, and B flat played together on the right. And F major, with F on the left, and C, F, and A played together on the right. With timing, the entire verse section sounds like this. For the chorus section, we are in luck. It's pretty much what we learned for the intro. That is B flat major, F over A, G minor 7, F major, E flat major, B flat over F, and F major. We'll play this chord progression once for the first chorus. After the first chorus, we'll play this turnaround as we transition to the second verse. This is based on the E flat major chord. On the left hand, we'll play E flat, B flat, and E flat on the left. And this is played twice. On the right hand, we'll play B flat, A, and B flat and F together. I'll play from the first chorus to the turnaround and to the second verse so you know how we transition between each parts. Here are the lyrics for the corresponding chords so you see exactly where each chord changes in relation to the lyrics. And here's the second verse. After the second verse comes the second chorus. Here, we play the chorus chord progression twice instead of once. Then we have the instrumental section, where I will repeat the same chord progression as the chorus. For For the complete lyrics and chords, you can download the full lyrics and chords. See the description for details. Then we arrive to the bridge section where we'll play the last part of the chorus with C minor 7, G minor, and F major, and this is played twice. Then comes the last chorus, which will play the chorus chord progression twice. For the outro, we have E flat major, B flat over D, E flat major, G minor 7, F major, and E flat major. For the last chord, E flat major, we have E on the left and E flat, G, and B flat played together on the right. And then we'll play B flat, E flat, G, and B flat played together on the right, 1 octave higher. If you enjoyed this wedding song, you'll love my piano accompaniment tutorial for Risk It All by Bruno Mars.